We always feel very unconfident, right? When we go outside and talk with strangers, right? When we do things that we are not comfortable with it, right? When we are not comfortable with anything, when we are not used to with anything, right? And when we go there and when we try to do things, we always feel self doubt in ourselves, right? And have you thought that when you meet someone very confident people, right? When you meet someone very confident people, you feel immense aura from that person, right? When you meet someone like Virat Kohli, Shah Rukh Khan, Cristiano Ronaldo, right? They are very confident people, right? How someone like Elon Musk, right? How someone like Elon Musk is such a bold guy. Even if they were getting failed in a row, what is the difference between we and these kind of people, right? Because most of the people, right, the population of this world, right, the population of this world is 8 billion, and 85% of people are very underconfident, right? Very underconfident. They don't have confidence in themselves, and they always self doubt, and they always try to say, they always try to say, and they always come to us and say that I'm very unconfident, I don't have enough confidence in myself, right? I don't know how can I do it. And what do you think when we go on a stage in front of a lot of people, when we go outside and talk with a lot of strangers, right? When we go outside and talk with a lot of strangers, and when we always try to do something incredibly, right? When we know that we can do anything in this world, and when we go outside and talk with strangers, right? When we stand on stadium, on the stage in front of a lot of people, when we do things that we are not used to it, right, we always feel very unconfident, right? We always feel very unconfident. So how to be confident, how to be such a guy who can do whatever he wants to do, right? So if you want to be confident, this video is only you need, because in this video I will break down this topic in three phases. Phase 1, where I will tell you the root cause of self doubt, that why we are doubting ourselves when we do a great thing, right? When we prepare for a examination that is not easy to clear, when we do business, right, in a family where doing business is not permitted, when we try to do things that we are not used to it, that when we try to do a great thing, right, and we always thinking that what other people will think about us. So in this video I will describe the root cause of self doubt, right? Second part of this video, right? Second part of this video, what are the things that keep breaking your confidence, right? And third, I will tell you the secret of confidence, how to be confident man, right? So first we need to understand the root cause of self doubt, from where the self doubt came from, right? Self doubt is linked with our evolution. When our ancestors were living in a jungle, were living in a forest, right? So we were programmed in such a way, our body and our brain programmed in such a way to survive, right? We are programmed to survive. And there is a part of the brain that we call ACC. It means anterior cingulator cortex. It is a part of the brain that it acts like a error detector, right? It acts like a error detector. So whenever we do any kind of mistake, and whenever something wrong in our environment, then the ACC part of the function, ACC part of the brain starts to alert our mind, right? It starts to alert our mind. And then what happened is, our brain working in a loophole, right? So whenever we try to do anything, when we are sleeping, we always want to sleep more. When we are working, we always want to work more, right? Because we are in a flow. So when ACC function of the brain, ACC part of the brain, right, anterior cingulate cortex, the part of the brain detect the error, it alerts our mind and our body. And when it happens, we starts to self doubt, right? And the problem is not self doubt, right? The problem is not self doubt. The real problem creates when our ACC part of the brain overactivate. Because when it overactivate, we don't think about logic, right? We don't think about logic. There is nothing like a logical thing. We overestimate the things. You know, guys, that we always, when ACC part of the brain starts to overactivate, we starts to overestimate the things, the small things, right? And that is the root cause of self doubt. Now move to the second part. What are the things that keep breaking our confidence? So when we compare ourselves with others, you know, guys, when we were child, right? When we were child, and someone very smart looking, someone very knowledgeable guy in our class, right? And when our teacher, when our parents compare with the other person, right? We feel very unconfident. We self doubt ourselves when we compare ourselves with other people, other successful people, other more intelligent people, other more knowledgeable people, right? So when we compare ourselves with those kind of people, when we compare the other kind of Sharma ji ka beta type people, right? When our parents give examples of other child who are more intelligent, more knowledgeable, who got a more marks in examination, right? And even when we are in company, in business, in anything, we compare ourselves with competitors, right? We feel very underconfident. Self doubt creates when we have no opinion on our life, on our decision, right? When we don't have any, when we don't have any opinion, right? When we don't have any opinion in ourself, in our life, in our career, right? We starts to self doubt in ourselves, right? We starts to self doubt in ourselves, and it happens when we do business, when we start business, right? When we start anything new that we didn't done yet, right? When we start anything new, when we start to do anything something, when we start anything that we didn't done it, right, in our life, we didn't do in our life, like when we go on stage, right, in front of a lot of people, we starts to self doubt in our capability, that how I look, how I speak, how people say about me, what people think about me, right? What they will say about me. So when we are in front of camera and we are not comfortable with it, we are not used to it, we feel self doubt, right? And it happens, we are very inconsistent with self love, right? One day we think that we are the greatest creature of the earth, and other day we are underconfident for our achievement, right? When we compare our achievements to other, and one day we feel very good, we feel great that we are the greatest man, and the other day we are very depressed, we are very anxious in ourselves, right? And it happens as well when we remind ourselves past failures, right? When we give an examination, right? When we have given examination and we didn't score good marks, when we play football, cricket, anything, and we could not play well, when we prepare for anything, any examination, anything, right? When we prepare to ourselves, when we prepare ourselves to become anything, right? we feel underconfident, right? And we always reminding our past failures, because when the tough situation will come to us and we don't have enough proof of our work, we don't have any real proof of our work, right? Then we feel that can we do it? How can I do it? Right? Then in those conditions, we feel self-doubt. And these are the things that keep breaking our confidence. Right? The number one reason, comparison. Comparison for achievement, comparison for looks, comparison for knowledge, comparison for anything. Right? When we compare ourselves. The number second thing, when we don't have any opinion in our career, in our life, in anything, and we easily get influenced with other people. The number third reason for this self-doubt is when we don't have consistent self-love to ourselves. The number fourth reason for this, when we think that what other people will say, what other people will think about me, right? Then these are the reasons, these are the things that creates self-doubt in ourselves. When we don't work on ourselves, right? When we don't improve ourselves, when we don't do anything that is very uncomfortable to do, when that is the thing we didn't did yet, right? That is the thing we didn't do yet. Then we feel self doubt. Then the question is how to be confident. What will I do to become a confident man? So first of all, ignore everyone. Don't compare yourself with anyone, right? Don't compare yourself with anyone. Because let me tell you the truth. No one will care how you look, right? No one will care how you look, how you think, what you think, what you do, how much money you have, how much money you don't have, what are your family conditions, what are your financial conditions, right? What you feel about yourself, what you don't feel about yourself. No one will care. So don't think that what other people is thinking, because you are giving yourself too much importance. You are not important. I am not important. All the world is not important. We all are busy in our life, right? We are always busy to do anything to build our life. We all are very busy. So don't think that what other people will say about you, what other people will think about you, right? So first of all, clear your mind about that, right? Clear your mind about that. And start to develop yourself, right? Start to develop yourself. Work on yourself, work on your skill, work on your voice, work on your physique, work on your mind, work on your knowledge, right? Work on your skills, whatever you want to be. Just work on your goal, on your life, on your career, on yourself. Just work and don't think about other people, right? Don't think about other people, what they are saying about me, what they are thinking about me, because no one will ever think about you. No one will ever give a fuck of what you think, what you do, how you look, what are you thinking, right? What are you doing? Even if you are rich, and even if you are don't rich, you are not rich, you are poor. In both of the situations, people will not care about you. They always care about themselves. So don't think that what other people is thinking about me. First of all, so clear your mind from that thing, right? And work on your life, work on your goal, work on yourself, be very disciplined, do bloody hard things in life, be very disciplined, consistent, focused and hardworking man, right? And do your thing that you really want to do. And secondly, take care yourself, take care yourself, respect yourself, right? Because if you don't have self-respect to yourself, you could not achieve anything, right? You could not achieve anything. And you respect yourself when you do the things that you promised with yourself, right? You respect yourself when you think about something that I will do it, and you will do it, right? When you think something, you will do it, and you will do it, and you think again, and you do it again. Then you will get in a loop where you start to respect yourself, where you actually become a man of a word, right? When you care yourself, when you groom yourself, work on yourself, right? Do hard things in life, go on a stage. If you fear from people, right? If you fear from people and you think that how can I present myself in front of a lot of people, and when you go on stage and you start to fear, right? It happens with all the people. You are not alone. But when you work on yourself, work on your voice, work on the things that you are uncomfortable about, right? See yourself in the mirror and think, what is the thing that I could not change, and leave it. And then start to notice what are the things that you can change. Can you change your muscle? Can you change your mind? Can you change your perception? Can you change your knowledge? Can you be more knowledgeable, right? So when you start to change yourself, you become confident. When you work on yourself, right? And don't change and don't chase perfection, and don't change perfection, right? Perfectionism is the biggest lie in this world. Because क्या होता है ना, when we start to be perfect, we are afraid of doing things that we want to do, right? Because we always think that how can I be perfect? And when we start chasing perfectionism, right, we never even start the thing. So even if you make mistake, and even if you don't know, right? Because when you chase perfectionism, right, you try to be 100% perfect, and to be 100% perfect, you don't even start the journey. You don't even start to do the things that you need to do, and you could not work properly, because it's very normal. When you do things first time, you will make mistake, you will get uncomfortable, and you will do a lot of mistake in your presentation, in your video, in your whatever whatever thing you want to do. At first you will make mistake, but if you chase perfectionism, right, if you want to be perfectionist, you could not start because of fear. So just forget about perfectionism. Start small and start doing it, even if you make mistake, because mistake will teach you a lot of things, right? Because there is a study happens in a university where a professor divided a class in two division, in two part, group A and group B. Group A has given instructions to click a perfect picture, right? And group B has given instructions of clicking as many photos as he can, right, as they can. And after 7 days, group A group A photos is very average, right? But the when professor look at group B photos, he got shocked, right? He got shocked because group B photos is not just even a lot of in quantity, right? It's better than group A photos, a lot better, right? It's a lot better than group A photos. Why? Because group B students focus on clicking as many photos as they can and start noticing their mistake and start improving and iterating and start clicking as many photos as they can, start improving as much as they can. That's why group B won the research, whatever you want to say. Group B won the research, whatever you want to say, they won it, right? So in life, exactly same happens with us. When we start to be perfect, right? When we start to be perfect, we don't even just click, right? We could not start our journey. But when we start doing and making mistake and improving and start doing, right, we keep moving, we keep improving, we always get better and better and better. So instead of focusing 100% at one thing, focus 60%, aim 60%, and start improving from that, right? It's better to be imperfect, it's better to be 60% in 5 different things than being 100% better in one thing, right? So don't try to chase perfection. And the third cause is that, and the third practice is to become confident is fake it till you make it. right? Fake it till you make it. So just fake your confidence, right? Because no one will think more than you think to yourself. So start faking your confidence, right? Just pretend that you are confident until you become confident, right? Just pretend yourself. Just pretend in front of people. Whenever you you fear from stage, you have a stage fear. You just go on stage and pretend yourself that you are very calm, very cool, and you will be a confident man in front of a lot of people. Just stay calm and fake yourself that you are confident, and you look like a confident man. So just pretend, just act like you are in the movie and you are acting, right? That I am a confident man, right? So just act, just play the role, and I promise you, you will definitely feel confidence in yourself after giving your speech. If you have stage fear, right? If you fear from talking with strangers, right? Then just go outside, and if you are men, then talk with girls, as many girls as you can, and start faking your confidence. Be calm, cool, and start faking your confidence in front of girls, and just play your role. After the conversation, you will feel yourself confident, right? And before the conversation, it might be happen that you feel imposter syndrome, right? Imposter syndrome is a scientific term of our behavior. It is a term given for when we do anything first and we are not comfortable with it. Then the fear we feel, it's called imposter syndrome, right? So just like that, it applies to all the situations, right? So get away from the imposter syndrome and be very comfortable with uncomfortable. Do the things that you don't wanna do, right? That you don't wanna do, and you just do it. Just do one thing that make you uncomfortable, and do it as much as you can. After doing it, you will feel definitely confidence in yourself, right? And the number fourth practices of being confident is just okay with your situation. Even if you are in tough situation, just admit it, just okay with it, and start moving, right? Because when you have okay mentality, that whatever happens with me, it's okay. If situation, because sometimes situation is not in your control, right? Sometimes situation is not in your control. So just be okay with it, right? Just be okay with it and start moving, right? Just okay with it and start moving, right? And the last practices, and the most powerful practice to be a confident man: connect yourself with God, right? When you connect yourself with higher energy, higher power. Right? When you connect with yourself with God, right? When you connect yourself with God, after some time you feel very strange energy with you, right? And if you connect with God, if you worship God, you feel that you have some strange power inside, right? So I recommend you to connect with your God. Whatever God you believe in, it doesn't matter. Just connect with your God, right? Now, if you understand all the things, so if I able to help you to add value in your life, right? Just comment me. If I made any mistake, then forget me. I will and describe in comments that way I can improve, so that in next video I will definitely improve myself. I am ending this video with the one slok that I mostly believe in. कर्मण्यवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु सदाचना.